said that Ari Fletcher's brain cells are so filled with hookah smoke, she don't even know what she be talking about.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What is going on? Let me tell you, y'all have been sending me this, y'all have been DMing me to talk about. I thought it was Ari The Don, Ari Fletcher. Y'all wanted me to talk about this, and I had no idea until I looked at Ari Fletcher was on in an interview, and she was talking about sometimes she be wanting her boyfriend, Moneybagg Yo, to, you know, when she be ready to leave or whatever, she be wanting him to like pull out a gun and say, no, come back where you going or whatever. I'm gonna play the clip.
It makes me be like, okay, let me, cause I used to pack my shit up like, bitch, I'm leaving, fuck you, da-da.
That's
fake
me.
booking a flight. Really never booked a flight. Fake booking a flight, like calling my manager, like, yeah, bitch, book me a flight home, fuck this nigga, da-da. You know, calling my mama, throwing shit, breaking shit, fighting, and then like, now you gotta stop me from leaving. But I was never going nowhere.
Oh, yep, you the toxic
like,
one.
pull your gun out and show me, like, bitch, leave. I wish you would walk out the door.
Right.
Like, I'm not.
She from the shy. She from the shy.
So I couldn't really tell if she was playing, but I was like, I hope she playing. I didn't really pop off to it or whatever, but I saw folks was like, girl, what is this, honey? And Ari Fletcher then goes on Instagram Live, and then she says this.
So let's start there. That's one. Two, y'all are in the comments like, oh, when I was in a relationship, this boy put out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what happened to you, what trauma you had. Nobody cares. This is you trying to victimize yourself and use this. Oh, like this. Yeah, don't worry about my wig. Yes, child.
What gets me about this is she going off and she's popping off to the people saying we don't care. Girl, the people who you're saying this that you don't care are the folks that you are advertising the Rose toys to. This is what gets me about you wannabe influencers. Like, Ari, you are talking down to the very audience who is paying for that switcheroo wig you had on your head in this Instagram Live. You are talking to the audience that keeps food on your table. Like, I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. And it was very dismissive to women who have experienced domestic violence. Like, I didn't get the point of her saying it. Like, this is my issue with y'all. This is how y'all make money. If social media gets on y'all nerves that much y'all can't stand it, then just quit. Just quit. Y'all bosses anyway, y'all got it, y'all made, then just quit. Just stop. Just delete your Instagram, never come back, never comment on anything, but you need it. So if you need it, knowing you need it, so Miss Mama, since you know you need it, here's what you need to do next time you say something stupid. All you have to do is say, hey, y'all might be taking the joke out of like, what's the name, I was joking about that, but nothing, you know, it's funny about domestic violence, but, you know, it was what it was. It was, a lot of us can say, hey girl, it was lighthearted. It's like, girl, we hope you weren't serious. But in the era of y'all seeming to love like toxic behavior with individuals, like some of y'all do think that. Like I've noticed, like I've seen a lot of y'all be like, oh my gosh, I like when he do stuff like that. And it's just like, girl, this is toxic, mamas. This is toxic, babe. Like this ain't healthy. Like a lot of us have been in very unhealthy relationships. And a lot of us are currently right now in unhealthy relationships that we don't want to name that are abuse or anything until probably later on. Like, and what we're saying is like, girl, don't make jokes like that. That stuff not funny. It's not funny. It's not. Now, Miss Watts, Apple Watts got on and she was kind of like, she's been a victim of domestic violence and she was just like, girl, this is not it, da-da-da-da. Then you got other folks jumping in and just saying, leave Ari alone, da-da-da-da. Like, Ari could just end it and say, hey, y'all, you know what, I was like joking in the interview, but it didn't seem to me like she was joking. But if she had just said that she was joking, I would have took it and said, hey, girl, she joking. Because I know somebody in their right mind wouldn't say nothing like that. But you know, I don't know. Because Ari, some of the stuff that she says, some of the stuff I've called, she's not the brightest. She's not the brightest. Like nobody's like coming to Ari to like for her to talk about specific things. That's why she's on the interview talking about a man pulling a gun out her to make her stay. That's where your lane is at. And people are like, hey girl, what's going on? Is this real? Like, what's the tea? And you got on Instagram Live, like upset, looking like a cute tomato, and I'm just really confused. I'm just let me stuff from Moneybagg Yo and have me somewhere hanging up on the wall. I'm just playing. But I think Ari is very beautiful. I think she's pretty. But I think she does say a lot of things that are sometimes very ignorant. Like, and this was one of the things that were very ignorant, and it could have just been handled differently. Like, if you're going to be that girl that is in the social media, social influencer bag, then you need to know how to work it. The girls was calling you out for what they seen as, man, this is a little bit questionable. Just address it as such and move on. But you don't get to talk down to folks. Somebody saying, we don't care, because now you're essentially what you're saying is that you don't care about folks that experience domestic violence. Like, how are you saying y'all trying to victimize? They are victims. Like, if I experience domestic violence, I am a victim. So what do you mean victimize? You don't even know what you're saying. Y'all don't have no PR team, but y'all want to be public relations on social media, and I just don't really get it. Because like you don't have the mental capacity to be able to form a complete sentence to say something to dismiss all of this. You got on Instagram Live and start hollering and just made the situation worse. And honestly, what's so funny is somebody asked, they said, what brands will let Ari go after this? And the girl said, my girl said, what major brand is not doing anything with Ari? Nobody. She ain't getting no MAC deals, no 50. She probably will. I can see her being big, but she's not getting no big brands. Like, girl, sisters, folks is paying probably a couple of $100 to tell them to go to their auntie barbecue spot down the street. Like, and this is where you would forever be with this type of mentality. Like, you could have just addressed this and said, hey, you know what, girl? I can see how y'all took this out. I get it. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, like I'd be upset. Like, girl, I ain't gonna lie, but I was like, girl, I've been doing this for a minute now. I just don't allow things that are so minimal that if I address it and if I get too upset, I'm going to turn it into a big thing. It's just some stuff just like, girl, y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. Like, hey, girl, that's not what I mean. It's just because I know at this point in my career that it's all in the response, and I have to control how I react to it. I think that's like that happens with celebrity. Like, you need to control how that is when you have made it. When you are not allowing folks on social media to get you out of your element and turn you into a person that you used to be or a person you don't want to be. That's the thing about this, because this stuff is not easy. People think it's easy, oh, y'all don't do nothing, but it's not. Like, you have to really control your emotions and not, like, sometimes people would take and run off with some stuff you say. They would, but you were the one that brought it to us. You the one that said that in the interview. You the one that made it in the interview. You thought it was cute, you know, the neighborhood talk, they took it out. This is the most you've ever been talked about, to be honest. I don't follow you like that. I don't pay attention to you. This is my first time probably even bringing you up in anything, and I've seen some stupid stuff that you've said before as I'm going and looking at your stuff, but it's just like, this could have been addressed and handled differently. Had you just said, hey, you know what, I see what y'all, thinking there. LOL, neighborhood talk, girl, y'all got me, but that's not what I meant. I was clearly just joking. But women who experience, I'm just expecting, honestly, when I saw, I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna address, like, hey girl, there's no shade to folks who's experienced domestic violence. She got on there and this blazer and said, I don't care, nobody cares. And just, like, I don't understand, because I'm like, all right, I know there's some women who've experienced domestic violence who are following you and look up to you. So this was an extremely missed opportunity for you to, like, have a conversation about something like this. Just, y'all be missing something just thrown in y'all lap. But y'all so busy blowing smoke like dragons on hookah smoke that y'all cannot think. Y'all didn't let the hookah go, girl. Y'all didn't let the hookah go. It just needs to go. So, I mean, girl, I don't know, but this is y'all girl, Miss Ari The Don. It's like even if she was joking, I can see her joking. Like, I don't see her saying it, but I don't know. Because y'all, like, some of y'all seem to like this toxic stuff. I mean, girl, I don't know. Girl, I don't know. But it's just giving very clown behavior. I just hope that the girls will learn from this. Tell me what y'all think about it. How do you think Ari should have responded to this? Should she have addressed it at all? I mean, I don't think it would have been talked about no more than 24, 48 hours. But sis got on there, like, she got up there and straightened her wig and said, "Let's call me Bob." She got on there and was ready. And it just wasn't given. The response wasn't given to say that you don't care about folks who experience domestic violence. I don't care how upset you are, how much you in your feelings. It just was not given. And you should just do better, mamas. That's all.